Being a political spouse requires diplomacy, resilience, and thick skin. And by all accounts, Jane Portman has those qualities. And those qualities will be tested further if Mitt Romney chooses her husband as his running mate. Tonight, meet Jane Portman and see how she and her family handle life in the political spotlight.
We love being here. It's very peaceful. It's a nice, quiet retreat for us, for our family.
This is the house in Terrace Park that Jane and Rob Portman built 3 years ago, overlooking the Little Miami River and far from the campaign trail.
We love having these memories around us all the time.
Family photos testify to the Portmans' love of the outdoors.
We live on the Little Miami River. We enjoy canoeing and kayaking.
25 years of marriage, 3 children, and it all began with a blind date.
And we had a nice time, but honestly, we both sort of gave that first date mixed reviews. I thought Rob talked way too much. I couldn't get a word in edgewise. And he thought I was a little bit quiet.
You all know what I know. Rob gets it.
Not so quiet anymore. Jane Portman says she feels comfortable campaigning with her husband or speaking for him.
What's your reaction when pundits call Senator Portman a boring white guy?
My reaction is that anyone who says that about Rob clearly hasn't spent any time with him. They clearly don't know him well.
Does that drive you crazy?
No, it doesn't drive me crazy. You learn how to let things roll off your back in this life and in this business.
One thing that helps the Portman family deal with the slings and arrows of politics is a sense of humor.
Well, most people, when I say that I'm Will Portman and they find out that my last name is Portman, they usually ask me if I'm related to Natalie Portman, not Rob Portman, and they're usually a little bit disappointed when it's Rob.
Of the 3 Portman children, Will, a junior at Yale, has gotten into politics the most. He went along on his dad's Senate campaign.
It was great. He had the big Portman for Senate RV, and so we went all around the state, and Columbus and Cleveland and Toledo and all the little towns in between. And it was a good chance to do a lot of sort of father-son bonding.
On the question of the vice presidency, the Portmans are in sync.
What would you say if Mr. Romney asked you to run with him?
I'd say I can help you more where I am.
We're so happy to be in Ohio and in our Terrace Park neighborhood. And hi, girls.
And here's a new addition to the Portmans' Terrace Park home.
They do have names. Let's see, we have Estelle and Ruth, and this is Leela Maud, and this is Ruby.
So these are your chickens,
They're my
right?
chickens. This was my Christmas present from Rob this year.
As much as the Portmans say they love their Ohio home, I wondered about the uncertainty of the moment.
He could be picked or he could not be picked. So how do you plan for the fall?
We are living our lives as though Rob will be remaining in the Senate, and we're very happy with that approach. We're just carrying on.
Political pros such as Joe Dieters and Hamilton County GOP Chairman Alex Triantafilou agree Jane Portman is a great political asset. No doubt a factor the Romney team will consider as they make their decision. Brendan?
Nice insight, Carol.